Good afternoon. I'm glad you all are here. Gwen is not with us today. She fell in her apartment, and so she's okay, but she just doesn't feel really very good. Bad. Shall we pray? Dear Heavenly Father, we praise you for commanding light to shine out of darkness, laying the foundation of the earth. We want always to be with you. Please take hold of us and guide us. Lead us to be kind to each other. Fill us with your love so our days will be joyful. Bless all who are here today and with those that are absent. We ask this in your name. Amen.
I'm just going to give a short report from the nominating committee. You know that we have Martha Blackburn as our record keeper now. And yes. And who's taking minutes? Okay. Crystal, normally we will be taking our minutes, but today Abby is. We have the best. Okay, well, so is Crystal. We will be looking for a president and vice president for next year, starting in January. So we'll be contacting some of you to see if you will do it. The reason we are having a record keeper instead of a secretary is because we just couldn't find anybody that could do minutes also. And so we decided to have a record keeper and have staff help us with taking the minutes. So that's why Martha will be doing that. And we had to make some amendments to the bylaws to be able to do that. So the executive board will be looking at approving those bylaw amendments.
Thank you very much. Okay, I think we have some announcement of a new resident, Anne,
who moved right next door to me, and they are Pat and, oh no, I shouldn't, I put him first. Marion and Pat, will you stand up, please? And they are nice new members, and we are happy to have them. And we'll get more information on them later, as you all know. Okay, thank you.
I'm glad you're here and hope you're settling in. Abby, I guess you're next.
Okay, so I just have a couple of things. The first thing is I know a lot of people are going to ask about the update on the front doors. There is no update. As far as I know, the doors have been ordered. They are being manufactured, but that takes up to 30 days to complete. So once we know the doors are done, then we will communicate with the construction team to actually get everything outlined to start the project. So nothing is set in stone right now. Okay. I did get two things in the suggestion box that I just want to touch on. One of them is they want the activity calendar posted throughout the facility. Does everybody know where to find the activity calendar? Okay, so they're posted in the elevators, and they are actually behind the receptionist desk as well. So if you guys have questions about the activities, they can also tell you what's going on for the day. The other thing I had was somebody requested a bulletin board with pictures of all of the staff in Manzano. That'll be a very big bulletin board. We are working with HR to see about maybe putting something on the TV for new hires, but as far as current staff, that's not something we've discussed. If that is something that people would like, put more suggestions in so I know how many people really want that, but that is not a focus. Do you guys have questions for me?
We haven't had any information about contributions to the annual gift for the staff. How is that coming? And maybe we need reminders or information for the new people.
So you mean as far as the Christmas bonus is concerned? So I have talked in multiple different resident councils that it's year round. So you guys can donate anytime you wish to. There's a fund already started because many people have donated. So you guys can donate at any time. Is that your question? Kind of. It does need to be cash. Yes.
No, just a refresher on it, because
Yeah.
a lot of people who have forgotten about it completely, maybe we need to post a little something.
Well, I'll connect with Perla next month in the apple barrel. How about that? We can do that. I do have Brian Woods. He is here from the outpatient therapy side, so he did want to come and touch base with you guys. So I will pass this on to him.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. So I wanted to start this on May 1st. I'm a little behind, but I will be starting seeing anyone that wants to be in this room. We could start seeing you on July 1st. We would like to use your insurance. We would need to know what type of insurance you have. If you don't want to utilize your insurance, we can do a private pay option as well. But depending on how my staffing looks, we're going to be able to start. I have some offers out to some therapists to make this really grandiose and jumpstart real fast, so we can have a lot of individuals. If they do not come on, I won't find out until the end of this week. Then it might have to be kind of a slow rollout. But I would like to get the names of everyone that is interested up front, so that we can start getting just our ducks in a row and making sure everything goes well. If you'd like me to stay after this meeting, I totally can, and I can get your name written down, and we can kind of discuss what you may be interested in, and get the ball rolling on that. Does anyone have any specific questions at the moment that we might be able to address? We can use my office phone, my extension. I do not know what that is though, but I do have an office phone that I can go get right now and find out what that is. And if you leave a voicemail, I'll come find you. Yeah.
So what we'll do to make it a little bit easier on the rollout is I'll get the information for outpatient on what the services will look like and outline, and then we'll make a sign up for people that are interested, and then we'll get it over to Brian. So we'll put out a door drop announcing that, so Brian or one of us will put it out, and then we'll start a sign up to make it a little bit smoother. That work better? Yes. Alrighty, okay.
There's processes here already in place that I don't know about. So I apologize about that. But we will get, if you are interested, Mark or myself, it sounds like, we'll get you on the list and get you taken care of. I've never done this before. This is only my second time. Is there any other specific questions at all?
What does this cover?
Physical therapy and occupational therapy. If you feel like cognition slipping, we can do speech therapy as well. If you're having issues chewing and swallowing your food, we can do speech therapy with that as well. Our overall goal, is it not there? Is it? Do I need to? I'll practice next time. Our overall goal is to keep you out of the hospital. So if you feel like you personally and physically are declining in any way, shape, or form, speak up to us so that we can get you taken care of, so we can get involved sooner rather than later. The earlier we get involved with you with your function, the faster we can intervene with you and potential falls. We can help with your environment inside your home and seeing if there's any tripping hazards inside there. We'll be able to initiate almost immediately instead of waiting for your PCP to get an order to us. We can go up there and make sure everything's safe right away and deal with all the other stuff later. So we would like to. Yeah, I just heard that happen. Yeah, I mean, if that's communicated to me, yeah, if that's communicated to me, we can get up there within the same day. If they're at the hospital, when they return, we can get that taken care of, and we can initiate much faster. The best part about this is that we're in-house, so it will be the same individuals coming to you all time after time instead of a new home health company or whatever that may be. We're gonna try and create continuity with you all so that you all get to know us. We can all build trust together, and then we can kind of work together and making sure that you all stay safe and stay at home. That's all I had, though.
Simple question, does your personal insurance cover that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's mostly what I'm seeing at the moment is mostly Medicare Part B. It'll be Medicare Part B services. What Medicare Part B services are for is to maintain current level of function. So if the individual has Medicare and they haven't gone to the hospital, but they feel like something's happening, that's when you would speak up to your PCP or whomever that may be. That's what we would utilize to bill your insurance. I have strong conviction on billing insurance. You pay for it, so we should use that. But if you don't have insurance, we can find ways to take care of you as well. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Hello, how's everyone doing? Pretty good? Well, that's a nice thing we'll add back to Manzano. We used to have outpatient and physical therapy come and visit you on this side, and it's kind of went to the wayside. But now that Brian's here, they're building it back up, so it's a wonderful thing. So if you have like the wellness program, you're exercising strength and balance, this is just another piece to add to that to help you have some longevity and happiness to your life. So being mobile, strength and balancing is really good, and it sounds like this guy will even help with speech therapy. Do you do like classes for public speaking? All right, I think he says he can't help me with that. So thank you, that sounds really great. We'll gather the information, we'll put it on a door drop so we can get you some clearer understanding of what the program will look like, okay? All right, I don't really have much to pass along, which is great. Does anyone have any questions for me, any of the departments and IL or anything like that? I'll repeat it for you. So her first question was, before you jump to the next one, was she wants to figure out how staff can make sure that the tortoise and the fish are being fed on the weekends. So she wants to make sure that we're not skipping any meals with them. They don't look like they're skipping any meals out there, but do you know anything about that, Mike? That's a new thing we're going to add to his plate. Mike, figure out how to feed the fish on the weekend. So I know fish can be fed every other day. It's not really healthy to feed them every day. Fish, from the people that I've ever met that taught me about, fish and ponds, they said fish are kind of like pigs. They will eat continuously and not stop. So fish will tend to overeat and hurt themselves. So maybe the weekend is probably okay for them, but probably not the tortoise. I think the tortoise will have to figure out a solution on making sure the tortoise has some sort of food out there. Fish, I think, might be okay, but definitely the tortoise needs some food and water on the weekends. Okay. Oh, well, we got an answer. The tortoise is being fed on the weekends, and he is doing great. He gets enchiladas, rice, and beans, and all that good stuff on the weekends. So Phyllis, if you don't know Phyllis Loretta, she takes care of a lot of stuff in the grounds for us. She volunteers and makes sure the grounds look really pretty. She's been doing it for a long time, and she also takes care of the tortoise out there. She had a good working relationship with Millie, so I know that Millie trusted her, and she kind of just took over that role and assumed the responsibility from the tortoise. So thank you. I should have thought of you, but my brain's empty sometimes. Oh, that's even another thing. She said she even grows his own meals out there for him, so he gets his own greens. All right. Don't show off too much, girl. All righty. Any other questions? Okay, second. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and pass you the mic. People are kind of curious on what you're saying.
All right, is it
Yeah, you're good. Hold it right to your mouth. You'll be good.
right? Okay. One of the problems that we've had, especially lately, is that the children that are visiting the people in the healthcare center, we've had a lot of problems with them lately. There have been 5 or 6 kids that have been visiting from the family, and while their parents are in visiting the people in the healthcare, they just leave the children out running in the garden. Last weekend, what happened was there were some children here, and they were running around all over. They were hiding behind the gazebo, hiding behind the barbecue. They were throwing rocks at the fish, and I happened to see them doing that. They also, some of them were trying to pick up Diablo.
Oh.
And we can't have that, because if somebody drops him, he's going to be a goner on that concrete. So we need them to not be running around in the garden and people coming out of the healthcare center all of the time. I myself will not go out there when the children are out there, because I'm not very stable anymore, and I do not want them to run into me because I can't get back up.
She's pretty much said there's some bad kids running around the weekend. So we have always had that. We do have a policy about unattended children in the garden. I believe we do have some posted on the doors, but as you know, people don't listen to rules or policies most times, especially when the parents are kind of cavalier. They don't really care what their kids do as long as they're not bothering me. Go and run around. So if that does happen, all you have to do is report it to the front desk. We have security here on the weekends. They'll go and remind them that there is a policy for unattended children, and children of a certain age cannot be left alone. Mostly the kids that are 12 or under are the ones that are running around having a good time, but you know, they're children and they don't really care what they do. They're just being rambunctious. So we can definitely have security go out there, find the parents and say, hey, keep an eye on the kids, or we're going to have to ask you to leave. So we do have a policy in place, but if it does happen, just let security know at the front desk, or just let the front desk know. Okay, yeah, just let them know it's the warmer weather, and as long as I've been here 16 years, I've seen kids do all kinds of. I had one kid steal the tortoise, so yeah, that has happened. So the last time the tortoise was stolen, everybody was like, "What happened? What happened?" It was all over the news. A little kid took it. A little kid grabbed the tortoise and took it home. So no, I don't. That was a different time, and that was a kid too. I was a teenager at that point. Okay, yeah, just let somebody know here on the weekends. I know on the weekend, it's kind of like what they call a skeleton crew. None of the managers are really here. So there's really not nobody here, a couple employees. So just go to the front desk, and if they don't have security, they know to call somebody in place. There's a list of all the people that they can reach out to on the weekend, and somebody will address it. So just let them know. And if they say they don't know what to do, just say, call Mark, and then I'll take care of it, okay? All righty. Any other questions? Okay, couple more. Mike's coming to you.
Just one quick question. Starting this morning, and it still was going on when I came down here, there's water running sounds like on the roof. It sounds like it's running down the wall of my kitchen, and it's loud. And I'm guessing that maybe that's not supposed to be happening, but I don't know.
I would say no, but there's a reason for everything, so I'm pretty sure Mike can answer that for you. You know what's going on? Yeah, so when Mike comes up here, we'll get the guru of all things that can be broken and fixed to talk about it.
I just want to congratulate Mark and Perla, who got engaged. And I think it's wonderful. Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
Thank you, I appreciate it. We get asked all the time when we're going to set a date and when we're going to have a party, but I already did the heavy lifting of saying, let's do this. Now it's her ball game. I'll pay for everything else after that. But thank you, we do appreciate it. And Manzano is a big part of our family. You know, as the years have gone on, I've had ups and downs, lefts and right, and I can't tell how many people show me love, write me cards. Manzano is a big part of our hearts. Perla thinks the world of this place too. You know, with her recent loss and everything, you know, Manzano came out in droves and showed her love and appreciation. So we're very grateful to all of you, and Perla better have a party here. It's her choice, so don't look at me, okay? Any other questions?
So what I heard was if they don't have a party here, it's Perla's fault. So, how's everyone doing today? I wanted to let you guys know that transportation is going great. But we are going to stay with 8 spots for the independent living side. Just due to the fact we do get like 6 to 10 for healthcare. So we got to add those on top of independent living. So that's why we're set at about that number. There's only 8. She asked, well, what do you mean by spots? There's only 8 spots in transportation a day. Where you guys can sign up, there's only 8 spots. Only 8 people, unless you guys like sit on each other's laps and go to the same places, we're going to keep it at 8. Any questions about that?
I'm pretty sure if I had an emergency, you would fit me in.
I think I've already done that.
Since there's limited spots, can the priority be given to medical appointments rather than people going to the airport and things like that where other options are available?
Yes, definitely. Medical is always going to come first. People are going out to WEX, they might have to wait a little bit if someone needs to go to the emergency room. Or if someone, but I mean, at any time, if you guys need help with transportation, we can't provide it. You can come to my office and I can help you get an Uber, a taxi, whatever we need to do to get you where you need to go. All right. Did everybody get my door drop about scamming and everything on the internet? Yeah, it has popped up. As far as I know, New Mexico still does not have toll roads. So if they're telling you you got a ticket on a toll road, don't believe them. But there's a lot of scams going on right now. Email, text is getting big. They're sending you text saying you need to go to court. You're going to lose privileges. You're going to get fined. If you have any questions, any doubts, don't open any of those. Bring them to me or Mark. We can pretty much look at it and we can tell you if it's going to be a scam, If the IRS is sending you emails saying, oh, you need to pay these, but it's coming from an email address that says like, McDonald's or Wendy's, that's a dead giveaway. But yeah, you bring it to us and we'll be able to help you out. We've had a couple residents, unfortunately, that bid into it already, and they have sent out money. And so, that's how these people win. They call it phishing scams. And what it is they're pretty much phishing. If they send out 1 million emails to everyone, they're going to get 2 bites. That's all they're looking for is 2 people. That's all they need. It's for 2 or 3 people to send them $1,000 a piece, and they did good for that because it only takes them about 15 seconds to send out 1 million emails. So if you guys have any trouble, just bring it to our attention down at Resident Services, and we'll be happy to take care of you. You guys got anything?
Well, I got one that said I won $6 million and just send them my bank account number.
Oh, yeah, but just send me your bank account number, and then I'll deposit it for you, okay? And then I charge just a little fee, though. All right, any more questions? All right, you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah, I guess I can. Hello, everyone. So I don't have much to say, just kind of keeping you updated as far as how many vacant apartments we have, how many people moving in. So as you know, we did lose several people in the month of May, or the past months. So we currently do have 26 vacant apartments. But that doesn't mean nobody's interested, so we've had several people move in as well. So we do have 2 people scheduled to move in for this month, and then another one for the month of July, and we continue to have people interested. So this is a wonderful place to be, and I can say That is true. You guys have all been really good to all of us. You guys are my second family, so I do appreciate all of you. And I am happy to be here, and I know others moving in will be happy to be here as well. And that's all I have for you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me? No? Okay. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How's everything going in the dining room? Everything going okay? Everybody liking the liver and onions? It was what? Okay. I'll work on that one. Most everybody's been happy, but they probably overcooked it or something. So, all right. So we talked about some placemats, about getting placemats for the dining room. So Abby's ordered some set just to see how they match with everything, and then if we like them, then we'll order more. So those are coming soon. I created a vegetable list because they're asking about the different blends and what they are, and so we're going to laminate this sheet and then leave them on the table so everybody knows what vegetables are different from the others. And so anyway, that's coming soon. And let's see what else. Does anybody have any questions about anything? No? So the only a couple things I wanted to bring up.
Sorry, we have a question over here.
Is it possible to put a copy of the regular bistro menu plus any special, like when you had delivered onions? If you don't go in to eat, you don't know that you might want to go in to eat if those menus.
You talking about the specials?
Yeah.
Yeah, we make copies and leave them on all the tables.
No, but if you don't, they should be out where all the week's menus are so people can see it without going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can leave some on the table out there.
Yeah, and the regular bistro menu as well, so that people can look at it and decide if they want to eat there or not.
Okay, we can do that. Any other questions about anything? So I just wanted to bring up a couple things about tickets. Please make sure you have your tickets when you come into the dining room, because if you don't have your tickets, you won't get served. So make sure you guys are bringing your tickets. The other thing, we had some people coming in with no shoes. So basically, no shoes, no shirt, no service. So anyway, that's all I really have to bring up. And so anybody have any other questions about anything? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I really don't have much today. I just want to remind you that next Friday, not this Friday is our birthday party, so that's a great one, but I do have a door drop for you. But next Friday is our Father's Day luau. So I hope all of you will join us. It will be from 1 to 3, we said, huh? From 1 to 3. So it'll kind of replace the lunch from 11. So it'll be from 1 to 3, and there'll be a lot of wonderful foods. Yes. My beauty just. No, it will be in the dining room. I know, but you can take your food outside, Dee. And I do have some luau girls coming to dance for you, gentlemen. Yeah. Anything? Any questions, concerns, comments? Any new trips you'd like to take? Just come see me in my office, and I'll make sure to try to get them on that calendar. All right. Thank you.
Are you guys bated breath? June is an easy month to just kind of relax in. It's not real hot yet. No humidity. Now, June is what we call transition day. The rest of the year it gets hot and miserable, especially if you live in Kansas. Humidity goes all the way up to 96, and I don't think it's as bad as it is in Texas, though. Texas knows how to make a person miserable. That didn't sound real good, did it? Mark did have some very interesting information that he passed on this morning in an email. And I did not know about this, but it has to do with cattle and flies. And there's a screwworm that's made its way back into the United States. So this is just one of the wonderful things that we have to read when we open up our email in the morning. So, all right, so our projects in this month have been, they're small projects. We're kind of finishing up, wrapping up a couple of them. We still have a little bit to do on the fuel system for the generator. It's coming to a close. The new one is what we're doing for Dominic. The old swamp cooler that they used to use for the dining room or the kitchen died about 20 years ago. So they've been making do with some haphazard stuff that they're putting together. So we have designed and built a new system. We're going to build it from scratch. The one we have right now generates probably around 3,000 to 4,000 cubic feet a minute. The new one will go upwards of 8,000 to 9,000, which will give it more air. So when the heating goes into effect in the wintertime, they'll actually get the heat. So it's been kind of a really lopsided system. It's been interesting to build. It's been a lot of fun. We've been actually learning, getting my welding back out and having some fun. Somebody was saying we had a washing machine on the roof. You didn't know that, but that's where we clean the drapes. No, what happened is we have a pump on the roof that's cavitating. Eric's been watching the water levels. We should have it pretty well taken care of here shortly. It's cavitating. It's pumping water and it's sucking air. So it makes a lot of turbulence inside, which causes a lot of vibration. We've got multiple water leaks in the back room. We've got some copper pipes that need to be changed out. The pond is coming along. The water's starting to get pretty well clear, and it's doing well. We've removed approximately, I'm thinking we've taken out almost 50 fish, and we could probably take out another 25 or 30. So there's a lot of them in there. They're going to a company across town, Mud Monsters. They provide a lot of supplies for people with ponds and things. So they'll put them in an isolation pond for a while, and then they'll provide them, put them up for sale for people to use in their own ponds. And probably the next thing that we're going to get to play with is some asphalt. We'll probably do some asphalt next week. Probably this week, more than likely. But asphalt's a messy thing to play with. So other than that, that's pretty much all I've got. We're kind of moving slow. Do we have any questions?
I walk the track area every day.
Uh-huh.
And now that it's getting hot, the watering on that track is not sufficient to keep the grass green. And I get depressed when I have to see dying grass And I would think that you could only just double the hours on the timer.
That's something that I'll get with the new landscape company and have them change the programming to it. They've actually installed a new system, and it's supposed to be pretty easy for them to change and adjust those things. But we'll find out. We'll find out what it is and if we have to double it or triple it. I'm sure it's only about 10, 15 minutes per cycle. That was, David liked them anywhere from 10 to 15, and then if he needed more, he would just add more cycles to the program.
Okay. The other thing is, I know you sprayed the weeds in the back area here, but on that track area, I've spent about $30 of my own money killing off that invasive weed, but there's a whole bunch of it on the east end that is still pretty much alive. So
What's the name of the weed?
I have no idea. All I know is it just keeps multiplying and spreading. It's got the pretty little yellow flower.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. We'll talk with them. They're supposed to be back out. They're going to do another spraying, especially on the front parking lot and the side parking lot. It's not quite a ground clear, but it's close. It's not a pre-emergent. It's just one of the sprays that you do during the season. So we'll talk with them. What day was it? Was it during the week or on the weekend? Okay. Yeah, remind them. If I'm here, give me a call. Have them give me a call, and I'll go. I got stickers. We got stickers that are really hard to get off. Once they go on, it's razor blade time. And they get very perturbed, which is okay.
Are there any plans to cut out the dead limbs on the trees at the entrance? Because every morning I look out on them and I think maybe now they're going to do something, but it's now that we know that what is dead and what isn't, because you can see the leaves. Is there any plans to cut out? There's about 3 or 4 trees.
I counted more than that. I think I'm up to like 12 or 14.
What, trees?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, the ones I'm talking about are right there at the entrance when you come in. No.
Okay, one of the things that's happening is they're starting off on the critical areas that we're needing. One of the very specific areas is any of the trees that are head height, they're going to raise them up. If we have any of the trees that are rubbing the building, they're going to cut them back. After that, once we get things back in a well-rounded shape and get things cleaned up in that manner, then it will be time for them to come back in with a pole saw and they'll start lacing out the trees. They'll find the dead and start pulling that out as well.
Yeah, because it's what the ones I'm looking at are it's more aesthetic.
Sure.
Rather than, something for safety. But it would make it look a little better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the big tree, do you guys know where it's a fruit tree right next to the gazebo back here. Nectarine tree is? Oh, you guys don't know where, I'm glad you don't know where the nectarine tree is. There's a big tree that's right there on the west side of the patio. It's a very large tree. It has a lot of foliage and it spreads out really nice, and it's got good branches. It's a pretty tree. There's a lot of dead foliage in there that needs to be pulled out, but they'll probably wait till they get everything else pretty well rounded up. They'll do a little bit here and a little bit there. They'll start catching it up, and it'll take time. It's going to take probably about a year for them to catch up with a lot of it. The good thing is here in New Mexico we have a long season for them to work on it. instead of Colorado where there's like 4 months. So, but yeah, that's kind of how that'll go. More questions?
Okay, Mike, I understand now that as far as hanging the hummingbird feeders and taking them down, refilling them, all of that. Okay, that's going to be our responsibility, and I am going to take that over partially. What I am willing to do is I'm willing to, if somebody can get them down for me and get them to me, I will clean the hummingbird feeders. And then I will take them to Salvador, Salvador will then make the feed, or the syrup. And then we need somebody to hang them again. So I need somebody to volunteer to help me do that, because I can't reach things. I'm too short. So I need somebody to just help get them down, and then to help put them back up again when we get them refilled. So if we're going to do that, if we're going to feed, the hummingbirds.
The hummingbirds are not something that maintenance will
I understand that.
contend with.
I understand that, yes.
If it's going to be done, it will be done by residents.
Right, I understand that, and that's why I'm asking if there's anybody that, is willing to help get them down, but obviously it's got to be somebody tall, or relatively tall.
I don't know if I'm tall enough, but I'll give it a try.
You are definitely tall enough, yes, because Bo's been doing it for me. So, but if you'll just get the hummingbird feeders to me, then I'll take care of getting them filled, and then we can get them back up again when we have time. And there's no really rush on this. I know it's, the hummingbirds I've started seeing more and more out there. So that's good if we're going to continue to do this. Okay, thank you.
Give me 1 second.
I said I wouldn't bring it up again, but I can't stand it. Tell us about the acoustics in the kitchen. Anything that can be done in the dining room?
Well, there's a big wall between the cooks in the back and the cooks in the front. But I think you're referring to the dining room.
Dining room, I'm sorry.
The dining room. Well, that's a harsh subject right now. Here's the problem we have. We've got a commercial dining room. We have a lot of hard surfaces, including the tables. The floor's not so bad. We do have some pictures. We do have some coverage on the walls. Irregardless, we have a hard ceiling. Now, we can put Armstrong ceiling tile up there. We can, just like what was there, which will help some. But every time we have a water leak, that's all got to get ripped down again. And it's probably going to cost between $10,000 and $15,000 to do probably half of the dining room. So it's an expensive item. Right now, what I'm looking at is if I can find some methods in which they can hang coverings on the ceiling. If we can hang it on the ceiling, it will help immensely on the echo. And it's not really the frequency that we're worried about. What we're dealing with is reverb. The sound as it leaves, it's going to bounce. It's going to bounce on anything hard. That's what it does. So there's a lot of avenues out there that we're talking about. Hopefully we'll find a solution that will meet some of the needs. Now, we're not going to make everything 100% better. I don't care what we do. We still have a lot of hard surfaces out there. And so we'll have some of it, but it is something that we're seeking more information and knowledge. There is a young lady that I'm aware of has knowledge of a company that does these things, that will put us in touch with them. No, she said she knows of a company that deals with primarily this scenario. This is not something that's new by any means. Every one of the churches that they put up, they always have sound panels on the walls. A lot of convention theaters, they have sound panels on the walls to cut down on the reverb. They have big, thick curtains in the back that's hanging along the back walls. That's all to absorb sound. And that's what slows it down, so it doesn't fly all over the room. So it is something that we have not given up on, but it's going to take us some time to get some knowledge. So, but we'll keep you guys apprised as to what we come to and what we find and what we figure out. Any fabric that we could put in different places on some of these hard surfaces will slow down the deflect, because that's what it is. It's just bouncing off everything. So we're hoping that the placemats are large placemats, right, Dominic?
So Mark has been trying to find a company. He's tried multiple companies, and you said 4 out of 4 have not responded or returned.
Yeah, the last one does.
For the window
Washing
cleaning.
windows.
So Mark has been trying to find a company to come and actually wash our windows. Nobody's responding, or they don't return. So we're kind of stuck right now. He can't even get a quote. So it is something that we're looking at to adding for housekeeping as far as the first floor goes, but second floor and above, we don't have anybody to do that. Well, I'm not going to put our staff in that situation.
Thank you. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about?
I would like to remind everybody that next Thursday, 1:33, will understand it much better. Any of you that have given me your email addresses, receive a direct link to this, where you can watch it on your iPhone, your iPad, your computer, or your TV. But we will show it next Thursday at 1:33, 4th floor.
Thank you for all you do. You do a good job. Thank you. There is no meeting in July, so we will meet again in August. Shred your phone books. If you can't, take them to the office and let them get rid of it for you. When you get up of a morning, look in the mirror and smile at yourself, and you'll have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.